Perek Ein Ma'amidim Daf Lamed Zayin, sponsored for a bracha of Hatzlacha for Yeshaya Nasan ben Ari Nasanil. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak explains the last part of Ravada's statement, Gazru al davar acher mishum davar acher. The Talmidei Shammai and Hillel decreed a 9-year-old Gentile male child capable of cohabiting a Zav. The Jew, forced to avoid contact with the Gentile, could prevent him being violated homosexually. Biblically, an idolater who experiences a Zav emission does not become impure. The Chashmonaim court decreed impurity on a Gentile that experienced such an emission. The Talmidei Shammai v'Hillel decreed even a child impure. The davar acher refers to Zav impurity for an idolater's child, mishum davar acher, because of the concern for homosexuality. Consequently, a Gentile girl is a Zava from age 3 when she is capable of cohabiting, unlike Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, who stated she is a Zava from the cradle. Despite her being 3 years old, too young to violate another sexually, she is impure. Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya explains to Rabbi Simloi why he did not permit bread of a Gentile. Court that permits 3 things is accused of being too lenient. A precedent. The court of Yossi ben Yoezer. He permitted 3 things. Number 1, his court permitted eating an ayokamtza, a certain species of grasshopper. There were 2 interpretations of his dispute with the sages. A, Reb Papa explained the dispute concerned the shushiva. This one had a longer head than the 4 mentioned in the Torah. The sages accepted as kosher only species resembling fully those mentioned. Rabbi Yossi held the common denominator between those mentioned are 4 legs and wings, 2 jumping legs, and wings covering most of the body. The size of the head is immaterial. B. Reb Chia bar Ami explained even Yossi ben Yoezer prohibited the elongated head. He disputed the species susvil. Its wings cover only a bare majority of its body. The majority wing covering of the 4 species mentioned are easily discernible. Number 2, he excluded blood and water of slaughtered animals from the rabbinic decree of Tumas Mashkim, minimizing impurity in the temple. Rav holds Tumas Mashkim is Rabbanan. They decreed these liquids do not become contaminated in the temple. Shmuel holds Tumas Mashkin is Daraisa. The Rabbanan decreed they convey Tumah as well, but not in the temple. The source, Shmuel interprets this verse as stating, liquids become tameh but do not convey tumah, whereas Rav explains the second part a continuation of the first. Food cannot become tameh unless mukhshar, prepared by a liquid, but liquids do not contract tumah. Number 3, his court decreed one who touched the corpse is tameh. In fact, one who touched the corpse is biblically tameh for 7 days. One who touches one touching a corpse is also biblically tameh for 7 days. One who touches another after he became tameh is tameh until nightfall. The Rabbanan decreed 7-day tumah for tumah shelo b'chiburin, for touching after the other became tameh. The first explanation of Rav Yossi's leniency. A. Mar Zuter, in the name of Rav Nachman, explained he reverted to the biblical distinction between touching one at the same time he touches the corpse and after he touches the corpse. The source. A verse states, Hanogeh b'meis yitma shivas yamim, a 7-day period of tumah for touching a corpse. Subsequently, the first part of another verse states, V'chol asher yiga bo atameh yitma, implying the one who touched him is tameh for 7 days. The latter part of the verse states, "V'nefesh hanogas yitma ad harev," until nightfall. The Gemara explains the first part refers to chiburim, touching at the same time. The latter part refers to shalomi chiburim, touching not at the same time. The Gemara now mentions the 2 leniencies of Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya's court. Number 1, they permitted oil of idolaters. Jewish-made oil was not available in many places. The decree was difficult to uphold. His court abolished it. Number 2, a husband, upon embarking on a journey, gave a get to his wife, stipulating this get is effective if I do not return in 12 months. They permitted her to marry even if the husband died during the 12 months without ibum or chalitza. This is problematic. The husband intended the divorce to take effect only after the condition was fulfilled, in this case impossible since dead men cannot divorce. Only if included from now is the stipulation retroactive. However, Rabbi Yehuda held, like Rabbi Yossi, shezmanu shtar mochiach alav. The date of the document indicates his retroactive intent. Rabbi Yossi holds that a father who wishes to bequeath his entire estate to one child, but retain ownership of its profit until his demise, does not have to include in his will from today after death. The date of his will indicates his intent to transfer the essence of his estate from that day. Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya applies this principle to the divorce document as well. If you're enjoying Daf and 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.